Ever notice something strange about hotels? Something missing? It's not just you. Many hotels around the world skip room number 13. But why? What's behind this peculiar practice? The answer lies in a centuries-old superstition, the fear of the number 13. It's a fear that has permeated cultures and crept into the very fabric of our buildings. A fear that has hoteliers around the world avoiding the number 13 like the plague. But where does this fear come from? And how has it managed to persist for so long? The fear of the number 13 is not confined to one corner of the world. It's a global phenomenon that transcends borders and cultures, affecting people from all walks of life. From the towering skyscrapers of New York City to the quaint hotels of the English countryside, the number 13 is conspicuously absent. This absence is not just a coincidence, but a deliberate choice influenced by deep-seated beliefs and superstitions. In many cultures, the number 12 is considered complete and harmonious. It represents a sense of wholeness and balance that is deeply ingrained in our collective consciousness. Think of the 12 months in a year, each one marking a distinct phase in the cycle of time. This structure provides a sense of order and predictability that we rely on. The 12 Apostles of Jesus, a number that holds significant religious and historical importance, symbolizing unity and completeness, or the 12 signs of the zodiac, each representing a unique aspect of human personality and cosmic influence. This 12-fold division is seen as a natural and harmonious way to categorize the world. The number 13, however, disrupts this sense of order. It stands out as an anomaly, a number that doesn't fit into the established patterns and structures. It throws things off balance, creating a sense of unease and discomfort. This disruption is not just theoretical, but has real-world implications. This fear, known as Triskaidekaphobia, is more than just a quirky superstition. It affects people's behavior and decisions in profound ways, from the design of buildings to the way we plan our lives. It's a powerful force that has shaped architectural design and cultural practices for centuries. Many buildings, especially hotels, skip the 13th floor entirely, going straight from 12 to 14. This practice is a testament to the enduring influence of this ancient fear, showing how deeply it is embedded in our society. Experts believe that the origins of Triskaidekaphobia can be traced back to ancient times, with various theories explaining its roots. Some suggest it stems from religious beliefs, while others point to historical events that have cemented the number's unlucky reputation. Despite living in an age of technology and scientific advancement, the fear of the number 13 remains prevalent. It serves as a fascinating example of how ancient superstitions continue to influence modern life, reminding us that some fears are deeply rooted in our collective psyche. Triskaidekaphobia, derived from Greek words meaning fear of the number 13, is a genuine anxiety disorder. While not everyone experiences it to the same degree, its influence is undeniable. This fear often stems from a sense of unease with the unknown. The number 13 represents a break from the familiar, a deviation from the norm. It's this fear of the unfamiliar, the unpredictable, that fuels the superstition surrounding the number 13. Throughout history, the number 13 has been linked to a series of unfortunate events. This number has been shrouded in mystery and fear, often avoided in various cultures and traditions. From ancient civilizations to modern times, the number 13 has carried a stigma that few other numbers possess. This association has cemented its reputation as an unlucky number in the minds of many. Buildings often skip the 13th floor, and some airlines avoid having a row 13. The fear of the number 13 even has a name, Triskaidekaphobia. One of the earliest examples comes from Norse mythology. The tales of the Norse gods are filled with drama, intrigue, and lessons that have been passed down through the ages. According to the myth, 12 gods were having a feast in Valhalla when the mischievous god Loki arrived uninvited. His presence was not just an inconvenience, it was a catalyst for chaos. His arrival as the 13th guest led to a chain of events that culminated in the death of Baldur, the god of light and joy. Baldur's death was a significant loss for the gods, plunging them into mourning and despair. This myth, passed down through generations, solidified the belief that having 13 people dine together was a harbinger of misfortune. The fear of the number 13 at the dinner table became so ingrained that some hosts would go to great lengths to avoid it, even hiring a 14th guest to ensure they did not have 13 diners. The superstition surrounding the number 13 didn't stop with the Norse. It spread across different cultures and eras, each adding their own layers of fear and avoidance. In medieval Europe, the number 13 was often associated with witches and their covens, which were believed to have 13 members. This fear was further perpetuated by religious beliefs. In Christianity, the Last Supper had 13 attendees, including Jesus and his 12 apostles. Judas, the apostle who betrayed Jesus, was considered the 13th guest, further cementing the number's unlucky reputation. Over time, the fear of the number 13 has evolved, but remains prevalent. Even in modern times, many people still avoid the number, whether consciously or subconsciously. The legacy of these historical ties continues to influence our perceptions and behaviors, demonstrating the enduring power of superstition. The Last Supper and Other Tales. This section delves into the fascinating and often eerie tales that have shaped our understanding of the number 13. From ancient myths to modern-day superstitions, the number 13 has always held a special, albeit ominous, place in human history. The association of the number 13 with bad luck is further reinforced by the biblical story of the Last Supper. Leonardo da Vinci's iconic painting captures this momentous event, where Jesus dined with his 12 apostles on the eve of his crucifixion. Judas Iscariot, the disciple who betrayed Jesus, was the 13th guest at the table. His betrayal led to Jesus' arrest and subsequent crucifixion, forever linking the number 13 with treachery and doom. This event cemented the number 13's association with betrayal and misfortune in Christian tradition. The ominous aura surrounding the number 13 has persisted through centuries, influencing various aspects of culture and belief systems. But it's not just mythology and religion. The fear of the number 13, known as Triskaidekaphobia, extends into many facets of life. Ancient civilizations, such as the Babylonians, also avoided the number 13, often omitting it from their numerical systems. History is rife with examples of events that have fueled the superstition surrounding the number 13. For instance, the Apollo 13 mission, which was intended to be the third mission to land on the moon, faced near disaster when an oxygen tank exploded. The mission was launched at 1313 CST, and the explosion occurred on April 13th. From the Friday the 13th association with bad luck, which has its roots in both Norse mythology and Christian tradition, to the widespread fear of this date, the number 13 continues to evoke a sense of dread. Many people avoid making important decisions or traveling on this day. To historical tragedies occurring on the 13th day of the month, such as the German bombing of Buckingham Palace on September 13, 1940, during World War II, the number 13 has been a recurring element in many unfortunate events. The number 13 has certainly earned its ominous reputation. Even in modern architecture, many buildings skip the 13th floor, labeling it as the 14th instead. This practice is a testament to the enduring power of this superstition. Whether in history, religion, or everyday life, the number 13 continues to be a symbol of misfortune and mystery. Avoiding room 13, a modern practice. In the world of hospitality, where customer satisfaction is paramount, hoteliers are keen to avoid any potential discomfort. This is where the fear of the number 13 comes into play. Many hotels, particularly in Western countries, choose to skip room number 13 altogether. This practice is so widespread that it's not uncommon to find hotels with a 12th floor followed directly by a 14th floor. Creative solutions, renaming and rebranding. Some hotels, however, have found more creative ways to address this superstition. Instead of skipping the number altogether, they rename room 13. It might become room 12A, 14A, or even something more whimsical like the Lucky Room or the Charm Suite. This creative rebranding allows hotels to cater to superstitious guests without disrupting the numerical order of their rooms. The business of superstition. Whether you believe in it or not, the superstition surrounding the number 13 has a tangible impact on the hospitality industry. Hotels are in the business of providing comfort and reassurance. By acknowledging and accommodating this widespread fear, hotels can create a more welcoming and relaxing environment for their guests. It's a testament to the power of belief and the lengths to which businesses will go to ensure customer satisfaction. So, is there a room 13? So the next time you find yourself in a hotel, take a moment to observe the room numbers. You might just find that the elusive room 13 is missing. And if you do happen to stumble upon it, fear not. It's just a number after all. But then again, maybe it's best not to tempt fate. After all, in the world of superstition, it's better to be safe than sorry.